guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I have another plan as I go rewind spread to share with you, and this week I'm using this way old kit from Caress Press, which was her succulent kit. I got it last spring and I never got a chance to use it, and I loved it, so I'm super excited I'm getting a chance to use it now. But I think what happened in using this kit was the peril of using older stickers. I actually had a really hard time removing some of the stickers from the paper, as you were kind of watching me struggle now. Basically, the sticky backing was kind of not removing from the sticker sheet, and it was basically pulling the whole thing with it. So for some pieces I had to use that Recollections little glue tape that you just saw. I finally got the hang of it a little partway through the plan with me, and was able, basically the trick was I just had to get my nail kind of under the sticker to really separate it. It just wasn't separating as easily as Caress Press or any other stickers normally do. And I really don't think it's Caress Press's fault. I think this is just lessons learned. Don't be a sticker hoarder, because I think especially this type of paper probably does not age quote that well. So yeah, so that was a minor issue. But as you can see, I started out by putting the bottom washi at the bottom. I love that little succulent theme. Gave me a total 70s vibe, but in such a good way. I really liked it. And then at the top, she had, this was her way, her older kit format, and she used to have those thin strips. So I used that just kind of straight across the top in lieu of headers, because this didn't come with glitter headers or anything. It was kind of the days before glitter headers. And then I went through with the date covers as well. So I really liked how that looked. And now I am working on getting the full box separated for the quote box up there on this was honestly even in the days before quote boxes. Now it's you always have a quote box in your kit, but this didn't have one. I liked this format a lot though, because it didn't have as many. It had a ton of there was, as you just saw, that sidebar sheet had 4 sidebar lists, and it has a ton of checklists, a lot of headers, a lot of washi that you can use instead of full boxes. And I actually am using the leftovers in my traveler's notebook this week. I'll try to post a flip through of that on Instagram, in my Instagram stories, because there's so much in this kit, but there wasn't as much functional stuff. So there were only a small set of icons, but there weren't a lot of functional deco. And so I was actually able to pull in a lot of my emojis and munchkins and things like that with this spread. But anyway, you just saw one of those emojis from Coffee Monsters Co. I wanted to track my incoming Happy Mail, and I didn't really have a Happy Mail sticker, so I used the little emoji with the box on its head. It's very cute. And then I forgot that I wanted to track I really have been enjoying tracking my Fitbit steps in my sidebar as opposed to my dinners, but I totally went into old mode and just did dinners there instead of my steps. But I do really like doing my steps instead, and I'm going to try to remember that for future weeks, because I have been walking so much. I've actually been on the leaderboard in my Fitbit among my friends since we got the dog, because I've just been walking her so much, so, and also exercising, so that's been pretty fun. Anyway, on Monday, speaking of exercising, Monday morning, first thing I put down a video, and I marked that with a Clever Gal Crafts heart. That was from her Rosie palette, and I pull in a couple of things from that palette into this spread. It has a rose gold foil on it, and I thought that looked really, really well, worked really well with this spread. And then Monday morning, I also went for a run, and I used a little Once More with Love running munchkin, and I ran with my dog Sarita, so that was pretty awesome. And then at work, I had a slightly slower day at work, so I was actually able to get some life admin done, make some calls, things like that I needed to do. So I used that little chatting Once More with Love munchkin to mark that down. And after work, I packed my lunches for the rest of the week because I hadn't had time to finish that on Sunday. So that is a little Piper Paper Co. lunch bag. And then that night, I kind of chilled a little bit on the couch with Puppy and with my husband, just watching TV and stuff. So I used a TV little thing to note that down. And then I had a few little tasks to do. And that is a little like dish icon from the Once More with Love cleaning sheet because I had a bunch of like dishes. I had like Tupperwares and stuff that I needed to do. And then I also just used that list to write down some other YouTube tasks that I had to do. And that was kind of it for the day. So I just filled in the bottom with a piece of printed washi. I realized I totally forgot to use a full box on that day. I was kind of like, wow, I have so much, like, I must not have done that much. Like I have so much room left. And then I realized, oh, I just totally forgot to put in a half or a full box. So oops. Then on to Tuesday, I was not going to make the same mistake again. So I'm grabbing my full box here and putting it in the morning. Also, because I didn't really have anything going on that morning, I'm going to take a strip of washi, just cover up the rest of that header there. And then I'm going to use that same bright green little thing and the Clever Gal Crafts heart to note down a video. And just taking that heart. And then after work, I went to an exercise class with my husband. So I am taking a printed half box and then a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji that says #squats because that is my life. And it was the first time we hadn't been back in like a week and a half or like 2 weeks. And that was a pretty painful class, but in a good way. And I also just used that little My Newest Addiction, the little arrow thing that's also in rose gold in case you can't tell. It's always hard to capture the foiling on camera, but just to draw a little bit of extra attention to that. And then that night we went out for dinner. So I just like a quick kind of fast casual dinner. I got a salad. We like to do that after our workout just as like a reward for like not having to cook, but we still try to eat like healthy out. So I marked that down with a TV or with a meal little thing. And then that night I had a few little things I needed to do. So I cut down an ombre heart checklist to note that. And then I was doing some editing. So I took one of those foiled flags from Clever Gal Crafts, also in the rosy color, and used a little Once More with Love munchkin next to it to mark down getting my edit on the computer. And then on to Wednesday, grabbing another little thing there and a heart, of course, for that day's upload. And then I'm taking another one of those My Newest Addiction arrows. I am loving those lately. And I am using that. Oh, nope. First I'm going back and I saw the meal icon there. And I just added that because I thought the little thing on Tuesday looked a little boring. And then on to Wednesday, I am taking that flag and, I'm using that little arrow thing to just mark down that I work from home. I couldn't really find a home icon that I liked. And I was working from home because my husband had meetings out of the house. Normally he works from home, but he had some stuff out of the house that day. So I stayed home with our little baby, or our dog, not an actual baby, because we're just not quite ready to leave her alone all day yet. And we had a cleaning appointment too. And of course she like barked at them incessantly. But that was good because we have like the house has been such a disaster since we got her. Yeah, but anyway, but I did mark down just because I was working from home, even though I did get a lot of work done. It was just like a nice day to be able to like hang out with her and take her for walks. I really wish I could work from home one day a week. That would make my life so much better. But I did note that down with the little Once More with Love dog munchkin. I love that. They're like playing fetch. So cute. And I layered that over a full box from the kit. And then afterwards, we kind of debriefed on my husband's meetings and whatnot, just chatted with him that night and watched TV, just kind of chilled out. And then I did some editing, which I noted down with a little Once More with Love munchkin. I felt like I was editing a lot last week. I was like trying to edit one and it just really was like bad footage. It just did not work out at all. And that's always really frustrating to me because it's like, I wasted time on filming and editing it, but better to like not upload a total bust of a video, I think. So I'll try to redo that. But anyway, on to Thursday. Thursday morning, I went for another run with the little princess. So I'm taking that same Once More with Love munchkin to note that down. We're keeping them pretty short for her just because I think she's still getting used to it. She actually does really well, but she's always really tired after, so I don't want to like do too much too soon. So we just kept it to just 2 miles. And then that day was like a crazy busy day at work. I was actually able to leave mostly on time. I didn't have to stay too late, but it was just like one of those days where it was just like go, 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 and like get it all done. And just, yeah. So I only really mark out anything related to work in here if it's particularly unusual. That was a crazy day. So I marked that down with a Coffee Monsters Co. little working emoji. And then after work, I called my mom. I was kind of like due for a phone call. I was being a bad daughter. So did that. And then that night, I'm just taking a cut down ombre heart checklist and a little things header to note down just like the little things that I had to do, some little random tasks. And the rest of the night, I was just kind of like lazy on the computer, to be honest. So I decided I didn't really need to note that down. And then on to Friday, I am taking another Clever Gal Crafts heart, of course, to note down that I uploaded that day. And then that morning, it was Starbucks day, so I'm grabbing a little munchkin, little coffee cup there. It's kind of small, but I think it went with the colors of the spread. But because it was so small, I added a little My Nose Addiction flag. And then it was also payday, and this kit didn't really have a payday sticker, so I took a little Coffee Monsters Co. kind of like raining money emoji, which I thought was kind of funny to mark down payday. And then after work, we were going out to dinner, but we had a little bit of time before our reservation. So my husband kind of walked Sarita to like halfway to, we live about a mile from our public transit station, and typically I'll take a bus, but sometimes I walk it, and he like walked and like we kind of met halfway on the way and then like walked the rest of the way home with her, which was really cute. And then my camera cut out a little, but that night was date night, so I marked that down using an Aria's Daydream date night sticker. That's the script one. And then I also used a little Clever Gal Crafts, her new cutout hearts, also in the Rosie collection, just because to, add a little bit of sparkle for date night. And then on Saturday, I woke up feeling like so sick. I thought I was coming down with a cold. I don't know what it was, but I don't think it was being hungover because I was like, I didn't really drink that much, and it was mostly like my throat that was really sore. So I was like convinced I was getting a cold and like totally panicked. But then like by Sunday, I felt completely better. So I don't know if it was allergies or what. So strange. But anyway, then on Saturday, took Sarita for a long walk that morning while I listened to a podcast, which was actually really nice. And I used the little leash sticker from Planting Roses that I just included in a haul this week. And then that afternoon, I had journal club at my friend's house. So I took the little reading Once More with Love munchkin there to mark that down. That's like my girls' monthly group that we kind of get together. We read like topical articles. This month it was like on like your degree and like what did it get you and like would you major in your same thing again. It was actually really fun. So we had like good chats about that. And that is a Clever Gal Crafts flag to note that down. And then I use the family time sticker from Little Miss Papery. It makes me so happy to think of like my husband and Sarita as our little family. I know that's so cheesy. And like I know most people probably wouldn't consider us a family till we have kids, but I feel like a family now. So we just had like a nice like long walk and we were just kind of chilling with her. And then that night was like totally lazy couch night. So I used that Piper Paper Co. Lazy Day sticker with the couch there to note that down because I was just kind of like chilling with Dan and Sarita and editing and things like that. And then on to Sunday, I noted my video first, and then I took a Planner Gems Lazy Day little alarm clock sticker because I got up fairly early, but I did nothing productive until we went to our exercise class. Like I should have been editing or I should have been filming, but I was just like watching YouTube and hanging out with my dog because that's my life now, apparently. But it's pretty awesome life. And then we went to our exercise class again and used the little Once More with Love munchkin to note that down, the little like FML Get in Shape one. And then after that, we grabbed groceries, which I noted down with an icon from the kit and the My Nose Addiction arrow. And I kind of screwed up the spacing, so I couldn't use the white space one. So I cut out another ombre heart checklist again instead to note down kind of my YouTube to-dos that I had to get done. And so because those were mostly YouTube, I added the little Planner Gems camera sticker to the top there, which I thought was cute. And then I did some meal prep. So I took a Piper Paper Co. Meal prep sticker and then kind of finished out the night very unexciting with laundry and used the Once More with Love little laundry icon there, layered over some washi because I thought it looked way too green down in that corner. So that is pretty much it for this kit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm just adding some deco now. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. I love this spread and I just really love this. I hope she brings it back. But subscribe if you want to see more of these, and thank you as always for watching. See you soon. Bye.